UndergroundHipHop.com. It's Van Styles here. Got Raekwon holding us down. Rock the Bells 2007. What's going on, man?
Okay.
So I guess the first question we got to start it off with is what's up with Only Go for Cuban Links #2? Is that still dropping on Aftermath, and how did that whole project come together?
It's up in the air, you know what I mean? With the Aftermath situation, we still got to come to some agreements on certain things, on certain terms. You know what I mean? You know Dre is my man, but at the same token, I got to feel comfortable with the situation on bringing a classic album over there. I mean, you know, it's a highly anticipated record. You know, Busta's a good friend of mine, a real good home type feeling brother to me.
Yeah.
And me and him know the importance of what family this record needs to be up under. And we still working it out, you know what I mean? Anything can happen, but at the same token, I gotta feel real comfortable. I wanna be with a label that I feel is gonna provide the proper marketing tool for this record, because it's like, you know, for some reason, it's like a lot of labels don't want to put the major supporter behind certain things that's needed.
You're telling me they don't want to put it behind Only Go for Cuban Links?
Because
that's like one of the most anticipated albums of our generation, you know what I'm saying?
And at the same token, you know what I mean, by us going into a new generation, it's a new generation right now. I think the labels is under the wrong assumption of knowing how important that album is.
Yeah.
So until they really recognize that I'm playing a certain kind of way, that's when I can put it in somebody's hand. But other than that, I might do it independent, I might go this way. It all goes to however I feel what I have to do, but the record will definitely be out in the summertime of 08.
Now, how did you, Shaolin's finest, end up linking up with Dr. Dre? You know, that's the opposite end of the U.S.
Do a good brother, you know what I mean? Busta Rhymes, you know, Busta's part of his label, and you know, at the end of the day, it's always somebody that knows Dre, that knows me, that's like, yo, we're gonna pull it together. It happened overnight. I mean, you know, Dre, I'm a big fan of Dre.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, when we was kicking it, we didn't even know it was gonna happen like that. The energy was just in the air at the time. So, you know, Busta had a lot to do with that motion.
All right, that's what that is. Now, you've always been a source of knowledge and understanding for, you know, hip-hop kids. What do you think in the world today needs the most attention from Raekwon's point of view?
I think people got to keep an open mind on art, you know what I mean? It's like, don't get caught too much in the politics, don't get caught too much in the commercial shit. Get caught into real talent, you know what I mean? Brothers and sisters that's really being expressive in their music, and they not basically claiming to be great because of selling records. You could be great because of you bringing a certain kind of artistic movement to the table. Money don't make you a banging artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What makes you a banging artist is all the blood, sweat, and tears that come with the work that happens. You know what I mean? Seem like a lot of times, you know, money can pay for a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that could take you to a level of thinking that that's what it is, and we know that that's not what it really is. So I think people need to open their mind up to pure shit. You know what I mean? Let's take it back to.
And this is coming from you. I mean, you popularized the glamour life. You know.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I always feel like overall we different kind of rappers. You know what I mean? You got your little flower type of rappers, and then you got your hardest rock rappers.
Yeah.
And I think that's the department we come from, because we speak it for real. You could believe it.
Yeah.
You could feel it. You could see it. It ain't like that other shit, but right now it's so much politics in the game. Us as the people and as the media have to speak up for the real shit.
Yeah.
It's like, don't get caught up into the shit that you know, all right, that's political.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you want the real shit, but you're not speaking on it. You have to be a part of that movement to really keep hip-hop.
And what's the discipline that you practice that makes you able to do that still today? Because I know with the whole like Kung Fu, Wu-Tang thing. And
I mean, you know, as far as with the Kung Fu, Wu-Tang shit, we a concept group. That's our style. But other than that, each individual acquires his own skill and his own way of thinking. And I think that at the end of the day with me, I continue to try to be the best I could be. Whether I make a good single or whether I make a banging album, at the end of the day, I kind of work hard and don't get caught up into everything else, because, you know, this the laughing decade of rap right now, like the dancing shit.
Yeah.
I don't dance all the time. I try to give you full-fledged, strong hip-hop, man, from all different angles. I think that's important.
How do you feel about the strength of the Wu now compared to in '93?
I mean, you know, we older. The strength is definitely more stronger. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we try to deal with a lot of things, you know what I mean, cordial now. You know what I mean? Where we doing a record right now, the 8 diagrams on the strength of the people. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of other things that we're still trying to do too. You know what I mean? As far as the Cuban Link record, as far as the new Ice Water album I've been working on, that's coming out August 28th. Y'all gonna see some new cats coming from Staten Island.
That's your affiliate.
That got a real strong approach. Like, I got my hand on that. So basically, we just trying to deliver more good product to the air, and you know, start it from the ground up again.
Now, I guess just to wrap things up, if you're coming out with Cuban Link 2, when we first heard Cuban Links, that was like from an era where I have to assume you were deep in some shit, because that was a hardcore album with the drug rhymes, with the mafioso rhymes and all that shit. How has life changed? Obviously it's changed a lot since back then.
I mean, you know, you still got niggas out there talking the same shit or whatever. But you know me, I think I'm a little bit more vivid with it. I love telling stories. I mean, that when you think of that movie, when you think of that album, you think of a movie, and that's what I'm gonna give you at the end of the day. Nothing but real drug tales. You know, it ain't gonna be just constantly about drugs, but you're gonna know the vibe that I'm in. Whole fresh new sound to the table, because that's important to come with something other than the average. So you're gonna see a lot of good shit play out on that.